Hi, welcome to the social space. I did it again, guys. The arm. That's just that's my trademark now.
It is your trademark.
I got to keep it low and keep the fists closed.
That's right.
This is the show all about Wichita Falls, Texas, and the whole wide world. Gosh, I want to thank our sponsors real quick, Jackie.
Yes.
Channel 6, real quick, we're switching. Are we for sure
We
switching
are.
times?
We're going to be switching times from Saturday night at 10:35 to Sunday night at 10:35
Which
in
I
January.
love. That's such a better night for watching TV. And by the way, if there's a game like there was this Saturday, there was a late college game, the news will be late, and we still come on it after that and for the full show. So there you go.
Correct.
So we love them. We love News Talk 1290, Town
Yes.
Square Media, our other partners, 10:30 a.m. Saturday mornings. You can watch us there. And Impact Signs at Falls Truck Center.
Yes.
We love Tanya and Sean. What's that, Sia sauce? You been getting any of that?
I did. That's a whole other show.
And that's Jackie Hager over there. I'm gonna go out of order here, forgot myself. Eric CROSSLIN over here, Andrew Bell over there, and then to my right we have Summer Napier. How you doing, Summer?
Hi, Summer.
Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for asking me.
Yeah, the two businesses you're here promoting or talking about.
Healing Hands Healthcare and Little Black Bag House Calls.
Okay, and I guess we're starting a little bit with a Healing Hands, a house called. What exactly is that? I don't know. Please tell me what both of your businesses do.
Okay, so Healing Hands Healthcare is a home health company, and we service mostly homebound individuals or people who are temporarily homebound and they can't go out to receive the care that they need. And then Little Black Bag House Calls is basically a walk-in clinic on wheels. So anything that you would go to the walk-in clinic or the urgent care for, a Little Black Bag can do for you in the comfort of your home.
Okay, and we've seen y'all's cool little car driving around.
I know, I love it.
yeah.
They're in the parking lot all the time, and I think, because we forgot to say she is our neighbor too.
Yes, that's right.
Right here in this building.
First Texas building.
First Texas building downtown, across and upstairs, and
Yep.
we get to see your team walking in and out every day. Nicest group of people.
Yeah.
Oh, is that who's that? Is it across from us here? Yeah. Okay, cool. They are nice.
It's a good thing you're not,
They are.
ill or anything.
I never get sick, Jackie.
Summer, culture and team is a very important part of Hager. And I noticed that on social media and just seeing you guys interact with each other all the time, y'all have a really unique culture. It seems like y'all work very well together. How do you inspire people each and every day to give their best service, et cetera?
Well, the easy answer is that we just hire amazing people. Dave Ramsey always says, hire thoroughbreds and get out of their way and let them work. And so that's what we do. But really, we just make sure that everybody's always pouring into somebody else. So especially like the leadership team, we're really big on you're here to serve them. And so the people that go out into the homes and do the work that we get to do, they have a very, very hard job. It's not easy to go in and constantly be dealing with somebody who's dying or somebody who's extremely sick and their family members and the doctors who are also stressed out sometimes and may take it out on us through a phone call. And so they have a really hard job. And so our job is just to make sure that we're always loving on them because they can't pour from an empty cup. So we pour into them and then they pour into the sweet patients that we get to serve.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it shows.
It does. It does. Summer, tell me why you and Sarah started this company.
Oh, I wish Sarah was on here to tell her side of the story. It might be different, but Sarah and I got the opportunity to work together for another home health company that is no longer in business here in town. And it was doing really well, but it was a big corporation and, it wasn't home based here. And so it was from, Nashville, Tennessee, and things weren't personal to them. Sarah and I are from here. We were raised here. We've lived here our whole life. Everybody in this town is our family. And so what we would see is that in healthcare, we would do good, the company would grow, and it didn't matter how much it grew. They were always trying to get more, do more, get more out of our coworkers. And, one day we were talking and Sarah said, what is your biggest dream? And I said, well, one day I'd like to do this on our own. So that way we don't have to answer to those guys. And she said, let's do it. And so
Wow.
we did it. We had no idea what we were doing, but we just wanted to do it differently. We, healthcare, for me, it's a great business, and people get into healthcare because it's a great business, but that's not why we got into it. And actually, to this day, we're still surprised that it's grown as big as it did because we never got into it for the business aspect of it. We got into it because it was our calling. And so When we started it, we had some really rough bumps. We got sued. They didn't win, but it was big business trying to drown out small business. We had some really amazing people that came in and helped us through that, and we came out ahead. But
that's awesome. So that's a great story, by the way. When does somebody know they need healing hands, and how is all that covered?
Okay, I think the easiest answer is when you don't know what to do. We do, so give us a call. When you have a sick parent and you just feel like it's getting too much or the pressure is rising, or you just feel like you have that uneasy feeling in your stomach where like, I don't think that they can stay home much longer, or they need a little bit more eyes on them and I'm too busy to do it, we're always just a phone call away. And we have social workers on staff that help us, make sure that we rearrange everything. But a lot of people don't know that home health is covered, like Medicare covers home health 100%. So you never get a bill, and Medicare gladly pays for us because we are much cheaper to keep you at home and take care of you than for you to go to the hospital for, something unnecessary, and then them have to pay that bill. So we actually have a great relationship with the hospital, and we try to, take the patients that they discharge, if we get the opportunity to get a referral from them, and just carry it on the care that they receive there. So
that's such a good piece of information. Just like when you don't know what to do, call them.
Yeah.
It happened in our family. It got there quick, and I said, I'm just going to call Summer, and literally within 10 minutes, you guys were in action, and it just kind of gave us peace because you don't know what to do. Yeah.
What a great service you guys were.
We were, I was raised by my grandparents, and so Sarah and I have a huge passion for the geriatric and elderly. And even, somebody that's young that might have had a knee surgery or something and they just want to be home, they don't want to go to a facility for 2 weeks, we can come in and do therapy, get you up, get you ready to get back out. But we also have the opportunity to go in and become family. We know you, and to be able to serve your mom in that way, because you're a very busy person and you love your parents, but you do not have the time to do everything that they need. We do. We get to come in and become an extension of your family, and we're always a call or text away. If you can't handle it, we're on it for you, and our job is to make your job easier.
Yeah, it really was a joy. And I think people are taking their health hopefully a little bit more serious. But I will tell you this much. I feel good that I know you and your company now, because now I know you're at our fingertips.
Yeah, and thanks for helping our number one fan.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes. Yeah, she is the number one fan of this show.
We appreciate that.
She'll
We
be
need all the
watching
fans
it.
we can get. No. And also, and much like Jackie, she also hires thoroughbreds and just lets them do their thing. So we
That's
appreciate
not
it.
what she told me.
Couple of naggy hags. Thank you so much for being on. We're gonna drag her on here, kicking and screaming. Your partner, Sara Tyra. Don't go anywhere yet. No. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have Sara on here. We'll be right back.
Falls Truck Center has parts and is quickly becoming the go-to provider for big truck parts for every major manufacturer on the highway, including thousands of in-stock OE and quality aftermarket brands. With over 45 years combined experience selling and locating those hard-to-find parts, Joseph and Jack are on standby and ready to assist you with any repair project. Need service too? Falls Truck Center can get you in a bay and back on the road within hours, not days or weeks. Come see us at Falls Truck Center next to Flying J. Call us at 940-64-PARTS.
Hi, welcome back to the social space. This is our, what are we calling this show? Help When You Need It show?
Help when you need it. Pick up the phone and call.
I like that. Eric CROSSLIN over here. We got Jackie HAYDEN over here. Andrew Bell, ready for the second show of the day.
That's right.
Well, and to my right, Sara Tyra from, the same place that Summer was from, kind of.
Right.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And real quick, guys, as we're taping this, it's 2020. This is airing day one of 2021. Oh my God, how does it feel, guys? I'm talking to the audience. You made it. Y'all are done. We're still in it. How's that feel? 2021. Oh, I can't wait to be that guy watching this show.
I'm excited. You know, Sarah, you and Summer really joined forces to create Healing Hands Healthcare, and out of that came the extension of Little Black Bag House Calls. Tell us a little bit about that company and the mission of it.
Well, Summer and Josh had a vision to continue to serve our homebound population with Healing Hands, and they saw a great need in the community to have patients be able to have those services that they needed if they were sick, instead of going to a doctor's office, to be able to come straight into their home, so they weren't being exposed to other illnesses, or if they were having trouble with transportation and things like that. So they started Little Black Bag House Calls to help serve our homebound elderly population, was what it originally was started for.
Nice.
And Little Black Bag is really, it's like the doctor of the future, or because it's just so convenient for your patients, right?
Right. And right now we're seeing a lot of patients with COVID that don't want to go into the doctor's office, or they're afraid to leave their home. So Little Black Bag House Calls has been really able to step up and help the community in that way, being able to help those people that don't want to leave. And you know, they serve a large population now, from children until to the elderly. So it's been great for our community to have that resource out there.
Awesome. And then, like, what ages? Like, how do they call you?
So 6 months and older, they'll see anyone from that age range.
And when can you call? When and where?
So they're open Monday through Saturday. They open at 8:30 and they're open till 7 o'clock. And you just call their office and they will get someone out there scheduled to see you within that day.
Okay, awesome. And when before we were rolling, did you say they were sisters?
Gosh, they're just like sisters,
Oh,
aren't
I
they?
thought you
We're
really
soul
were.
sisters.
Soul sisters. But any
Soul
dirt, though?
sisters.
Anything we didn't know about Summer that we need to...
Your show is not long enough.
Wow. Well, we can do outtakes. I'm just kidding. So what else, Jackie?
You know, Sarah, so if you think you've got COVID, or if you think you've got, let's see, a sinus infection or strep throat, we could call you. And then you guys come to either your work office or home and take care of you on site, right?
Yes. So we alleviate the waiting room and they come to your home or your office, anywhere that you need to be seen, and they will see you there.
You know, that really brings you back to the days of early medicine,
Little
where you
Black Bag,
get Little Black Bag House Calls, where you just show up and...
But golly, in the time of pandemic, I mean, how great are these guys?
And I think some people still are a little nervous about sitting in waiting rooms, and you know, that way you can still be at home, safe and sound, until the doorbell rings.
Yes.
You know, I used you across the hall once when I thought maybe that I had strep throat, and you guys came over and took care of me right in my office. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we might be, we're going to probably have them come by Eric Crosslin's home for wayward middle-aged women. Just some checkups.
Just do some checkups.
Yeah,
They also can treat hangovers.
Oh, there we go.
I know what you're insinuating, Sarah. Hangover from being high on life, then yes. Then I might need help with that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So wait a minute, how does someone call or get a hold of you?
So they would just call the number that's on the screen and they would get someone out there and scheduled to see them.
And is it a pretty quick turnaround? Like if I called in the morning, could you see me by that afternoon?
Yes, most days they're able to see you that same day.
That's
awesome.
convenience.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right, use these guys. They're wonderful. They're awesome. You've seen them on the show here. We are going to take a break. All right, we will be right back with more of The Social Space.
Yay!
Four incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Town Square Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with News Talk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz.
Hi, welcome back to the set of The Social Space. Eric Crosslin, Jackie Hager, Andrew Bell, and to my right, the producer of the show, the guy you don't see behind the scenes, Hayden GERSTNER. Hey,
Hayden.
Go ahead and say something, Hayden.
I'm Hayden. I'm Do the cameras.
We're doing another HAYDEN highlights.
Yes.
You know, like I say, we do so many wonderful things here. One of the things we do is make documentaries and commercials of many things we do here. And
Yeah.
we're showing those things off on this show, Jackie.
I agree, because we work really hard for those clients, and I think the work looks really great, and I want the public to see all the stuff that we do behind the scenes.
That's right.
And not only does Hayden produce this show, but he also helps out with a lot of the video production.
Yeah, him and I
does.
do motion graphics.
Yes.
You know, and we got our graphic designer here.
Yeah.
Does Matt Hamilton do anything?
I don't know. Let's see. Where is Matt today?
I think he helps in editing sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
He's usually playing with the Rubik's Cube, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's always like just
Check
coming up
cards.
with another card
I don't know.
trick.
He does something here. But anyway, enjoy our magic.
Yeah.
Leland, glad to be here with you this morning. Beautiful morning out here in God's country, as they may say. So as the whole 𝙨𝙬𝙧𝙚 story goes, where did you start? What happened?
It was July 2012. I was watching a baseball game and was trying to figure out what to get my nephew for his first birthday. So that was a big question. So, you know, I heard the crack of a bat, and I just thought that would be so cool if I could make him a wood bat. That's how it all took off. I mean, I went and made that first bat. It took me over 4 hours to make it. But, I mean, I just fell in love with the process. Fast forward to a year and a half, I was making so many that I was becoming broke because I was, you know, just making them and pretty much giving them away. And so, for the sake of my family, you know, I decided maybe I should start a little side business. So 𝙨𝙬𝙧𝙚 was born in January of 2014.
Who are some of the recipients or those lucky enough to swing a 𝙨𝙬𝙧?
Some of our best friends that are military, he came up to me at church and said, hey, so in 3 weeks, we're going back to Minnesota. Some of our close family friends are really close to the 𝙆𝙬𝙧𝙚. So Joe 𝙆𝙬𝙧 is arguably the best catcher to ever play the game of baseball. And they said, would you be interested in making him a bat? I'm like, yes.
I suppose.
100% yes. And so in March, my friend texted me and said, you're never gonna believe this, but Joe just reached out and said he loved the bat and wants to talk about getting more for the season. And so that's really whenever I started realizing, okay, maybe we do have something here.
You were up for an award through the Chip Starter, Chip
Yeah.
and Joanna Gaines program.
So I just came across on Instagram this Chip Starter contest that Chip Gaines was doing, and I thought, you know what? I know he played baseball growing up, maybe there's a chance. And so that was on Thursday. My friend came out and filmed me on Saturday. Turned that in on a Monday and found out that Tuesday that we were one of 6 finalists. And then come to find out there was over 2,700 entries worldwide. That got us on a nationwide scale. We started getting orders from everywhere.
On the third base side of the count 1-2. That fastball.
What age did you start playing baseball?
The way my mom puts it is pretty much my entire life.
Your entire life? As soon as you could hold something,
yes,
it was a bat. Okay.
I started playing when I was 4.
Wow.
And I loved it from the get. She said every time we would go to Walmart, I would every time would try to buy a bat or a baseball or a glove. And so I just early on had a huge passion for the game.
What position did you play in baseball?
This first base. I loved pitching. I was not a power hitter. I had 1 home run, and it happened in Petrolia, and their fence in right field is not the farthest fence. So on any other field, it would have just been a pop out. But and I always say those were some of the best years of my life, going to tournament ball and staying in hotels, and you know it was my dream to always stay in it, and thankfully 𝙨𝙬𝙧𝙚's allowed that to happen.
Driven deep to center field. Gone, a home run. Boy, he jumped all over that.
let's cut to the chase here. Everyone thinks they know how leasing works, just like everyone is an expert on your golf swing.
Bro, let's adjust that grip, okay?
But at D&M Leasing, we want to make sure our customers hear the truth from the experts who know. No offense, golf guy.
Hey, what?
Let's start with the basics. Number 1, in a lease, you're just paying for the part of the car you use. We can customize your term, mileage, and cash down. All leases have a residual value, which is what you're paying the car down to and what the bank is guaranteeing the car is worth. You drive the car and pay for the part you use for a couple of years, and then you can either return it to the bank or buy it out at the end. So when your golf expert brother-in-law tells you that
Leasing is the same thing as renting.
you tell him no. Leasing is not renting. It's a way for you to give yourself guaranteed options down the road. If you lease a $30,000 car that has a 50% residual value on 36 months, you'll pay the car down from $30,000 to $15,000 in a lease. The end value is guaranteed by the bank. You have the option to turn it in at the end, buy it out, or trade your car in. These are all decisions you'll have to make after driving it for 3 years. If you have an accident, your car's value drops. That's the bank's problem, not yours, because they're guaranteeing the future value. I may be biased, but hey, that's a pretty sweet deal. Let's see an example of this. Meet Erica. She's a mom of 2. She knows she needs a small SUV for a couple of years, but thinks she might need a bigger vehicle in a few years when the family grows. Ah, yes, they grow so fast. She does the logical thing and gets a 3-year lease. Meet Megan, Erica's neighbor. Megan is also a mom of 2 who may grow her family. Nice lady. Megan's husband Rick tells her they buy their cars. Come on, Rick, let's get with the times here, man. They go in and sign up on a 72-month purchase because a 36-month purchase payment is too high. One day, Megan is backing out of her driveway. Erica accidentally runs into the side of her car. Whoopsie! They both now have a wreck on their Carfax. You know where this is going. 3 years later, they both go in to get a bigger car. Even though Erica's car is worth less than the residual, she just drops the car off and leases a bigger SUV. Had she wanted to buy it out, she could have done that as well. Megan, on the other hand, now has a car she owes 3 years more on with a damaged Carfax. Her car is now worth a lot less than what they owe on it, and she has to roll negative equity into her next car loan because she's fully on the hook for the value of the car. I blame Rick personally.
Hey, come on, man.
Look, Megan and Rick are probably really nice people. Who knows? I just made them up. But the point is, Erica is the winner in this situation. Be like Erica and call D&M Leasing and let them walk you through your next lease. And also, stop taking golf advice from your brother-in-law.
Diverse, open, inclusive, accepting of differences. These are common enough ideas, but what does it really mean to be accepting of differences? Different races, personality, ideology, backgrounds. It's the acceptance of others that makes us great. Us as a nation and us as a school. You see, it isn't enough for differences to be accepted. They need to be celebrated and empowered. But for all of our differences, there is one thing that's the same. It's our love for Christ. At Notre Dame, we're here to bring people closer to God. We're here to learn, to be more prepared for the world, to be a better person, to be a knight. It includes everyone, including you.
What does a taquito, gasoline, and a cheesy gordita crunch have in common? Give up? Let me tell you. They all surround the new digital billboard at Kemp and Southwest Parkway. Starting today, you can buy a spot at the most traveled intersection in Wichita Falls. Don't wait around though. Last time we sold out, in 4 hours.
All right, I'm done with this.
What the hell? Man, I got green bell pepper in my eye. Why would you do that?
You doing some holiday shopping? Come on, man. How about a new spot on this digital billboard?
I don't know, man. I'm just going into the gas station to get a hot dog.
Are you going inside? Can you grab me a bean burrito?
No, man, they don't sell bean burritos here. I'm just running inside to get a hot dog for me and my mom. They're 2 for $2.22. It's a great deal.
All right. What sounds good at Taco Bell then?
No, man, I don't really like Taco Bell.
Try the Gordita Crunch. Give me your number and I'll text you my order.
Dude, you're not listening. I just want a hot dog.
How much money you got on you? I forgot my wallet. I'll get you next time.
Who are...
Thanks.
Man, I can see everything from up here. Look, there's my house.
Hey, that's my line.